So this is my cheap MK5 Golf GTI, which I picked up for just £500. But when I bought the GTI, it wasn't drivable. And then if I try and go into gear, so it's now in first gear apparently, the clutch is completely gone. Like there's nothing, it is completely engine kaput.
Tidin, problem, engine kaput.
The seat just broke. That wasn't dodgy.
So anyway, the car went on really well.
Yeah. Oh, yo, there's nothing left of it.
That's what it should look like.
It should be connected to that.
Yeah.
Yeah, this clutch was very gone.
I reckon someone's going to do a fat burnout in it.
So a clutch and flywheel replacement later, we got it moving again. Okay, right, let's see if we can get second gear. With the car now able to move under its own steam, I tackled one of the worst interiors I've probably ever seen. Along with that, we upgraded the seat belts and also gave it a full service. So I'm still currently unable to take it for its first proper drive. A few reasons. One, the wheel bolts are missing, well most of them were, but I've managed to find some spare ones, so now it's got a full set all the way around. But also, this bonnet does not latch. Now, I do not want to drive down the road and the bonnet just smashed the windscreen even more, because that wouldn't be fun. But the reason why I've had to unscrew it and push it down is because when I bought it, it was lifted off the latch, and like an idiot, I pushed it down, not realising that there's a reason why it was lifted off the latch, and that was because the latch is broken. So I had to basically hack into the latch and break it to then allow me to open the bonnet. So I think it's about time we replace the latch so we can actually close the bonnet properly. So to remove the bonnet latch, we need to remove the 3 Torx bolts. But the problem is, one was putting up a bit of a fight. So finally, we have got the culprit out. The problem we are having is when we were screwing it, the whole thing, as you can see, ready? The whole thing was just spinning like that. So it is loose in there. This sort of, there you go, you can see it like that. So it's obviously a riv nut or something that's in there, and we can't access it through anywhere to stop it. So yeah, we had to basically just get some mole grips on it, but now it is out. So in here I've got a whole new, I don't know if I need all of this, but I got it all second hand for like 20 quid. It's a whole new latch and everything I need to hopefully get this fixed. And he also is giving me the bolts as well, because I half expected me to have to cut this bolt out, but yeah, we managed to save it. But anyway, we've got new bolts anyway, so that's good. But now we need to work out what I need to replace and where this plugs in, and yeah, let's give it a go. Oh, that is, oh okay, like that. So with some help from a trusty YouTube video, we managed to get it replaced. Like the truth. Finally, the bonnet latch is now fixed and the bonnet stays down and actually opens, so it's not going to smash the windscreen, so that's good. That also means that we can put the new front grille on, because this one that came off the car is broken and yeah, it's just a bit tatty. So I've gone out and bought a new one for about 40 quid, I think it was, so let's get it unboxed. Look at that. Woo! Look how much better that looks compared to the faded one. That is so much better. The new grille didn't come with new badges, so we need to get those transferred over. After removing them, I've realised they're not in the best of shape. So I had a look online to see if I can get replacement, however, they were quite expensive. 68 quid. Really? Yeah. Yeah, there was no way I was paying £68 for a front badge on a £500 car. So instead, I improvised. So with the front badge painted, I'll let that dry, and we'll just see over time how long that paint stays on and lasts. But for the minute, I reckon it'll look quite good. So now it's time to get the front grille on the car, and this simply clicks in place, and then there's 2 Torx screws at the top to hold it securely. So I did check to make sure we can put the badge on after the grille's gone in, and we can. So we're going to let it dry, and then once it's fully dry, I'm going to push it in, and I reckon silver will look really good. But now we can put my new plates on. These are 3D gel ones from a company called PlateWorksUK. They are like the guys that sort me out with plates now, and genuinely they do some really cool quality stuff and do it a lot of different variants as well, whether or not it's show plates or road legal plates. These are the 3D like gel ones, which I think is going to look quite smart. yeah, that's going to finish it off lovely. So the old grille did have a number plate plinth, but I think it would look better without one. So the VW badge is now dried, so we can get that on the grille, and I actually think that looks really good. Let me know what you think down below in the comments. Right, so in one of my last episodes, someone commented saying they think they know how to reset the light on the dash, and it is, you'll see it come up, there you go, that steering wheel light. Now obviously there are more lights on the dash, but for the minute we'll just do one by one. And the person commented saying you can just do this reset. I think, I'll have a look in a second, but you sort of turn the steering wheel certain ways and it resets the steering angle sensor. So we're going to try that, but before we do any of that, I'm going to use Carly to clear all the codes so we know which ones are the actual current fresh ones on the ECU. So Carly is an extremely useful tool which I genuinely use all the time, and I leave in my glove box because this thing can do diagnostics, it can read out live data, it can code your car, and also reset your service lights. So now we're all plugged in and connected to the car, we're going to go ahead and scan the car for codes and just clear them, because ECUs store old codes for a long time. So what this is going to do is remove them all, and then we're going to rescan it so we only see the current issues. But before we go ahead and clear the codes to try and see if the steering wheel light goes off, you can actually see there is an error for the steering angle sensor. So maybe when we clear this, it might just fix the problem. And if it does, it'll be a lovely easy fix, but I don't think it's going to be that easy. So now we're going to go ahead and clear all the codes, turn the car off and on again, and then scan it again to see what the current issues actually are. So even after clearing the codes, the steering assist or the steering angle sensors still come up as a fault. So we're going to try the reset that the guy mentioned and see if the light will disappear. I'm hoping I don't actually need to change the sensor. I'm assuming that'll be in here somewhere, and it probably ain't going to be a very good, easy job. So yeah, let's give that a go and see if it works. With Carly as well, you can do like maintenance, so you can put like certain brakes in service mode to wind back the calipers, you can reset service lights, you can do coding to unlock hidden features. There's all sorts of stuff with it, so definitely go check it out. And if you want to go ahead and get some discount off, click the link down below, and yeah, let me know what you think. So we're now going to go ahead and try this reset. Now to do it, we need to do a full lock to the left, wait 10 seconds, then a full lock to the right and wait a further 10 seconds, put the wheel back to the center, and then turn the car off and then back on again. And apparently that should fix it. I had a feeling that might not work.
That's what he's put 10.
So after some googling, it does appear that that is the correct way of resetting the sensor, but it looks like we've got a dodgy one, so it's going to need to be replaced. Okay, so the fix that he said is the right way of doing it, and it's not seemed to fix it, but the steering works, so maybe because the tracking's really far out? Nah, surely it's not that clever.
It could be.
It could be, or it could be, or it could be the fact it's just not been driven. We'll come back to that. Also, there's other lights on there like traction control, which potentially, and the ABS light as well. Potentially, when we change the brakes, that should all sort that out as well. Yeah, we're gonna have to come back to that once we've done everything and just see if it disappears. But hopefully, there's not an actual sensor we've got to change. So in the last video, if you remember, we couldn't get the coil packs out.
However, I was told a little trick that if you heat up the engine first, the heat softens the rubbers and allows them to come out. And well, as you can see here, they're all out and in one piece.
So I've already got the spark plugs out, and as you can see down here, yeah, they definitely need changing. They are pretty black. So without further ado, let's get them changed. So to add and remove the spark plugs, I'm using a spark plug socket on an extension. And then I'm going to slowly do them up by hand and then just nip them up with a ratchet. And once all four are installed, I'm then going to push the coil packs back in, connect the electrical connectors back up and screw it back in, and then reattach the engine cover. And yes, this is going to be removed soon when we get an aftermarket intake, but yeah, more on that in the next video. And now for the moment of truth. Right, so when I've been moving the car in and out of the unit at night, I've noticed there are a couple of bulbs out, I believe. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to get Jay, my cameraman, to go around and just check all the bulbs. So if I turn it on, we'll check everything. So, if you go around the back, check the fog lights and everything. Right, so do brake. So Jay proceeded to go around the car and check that all the bulbs are working, just so it's ready to go on the road. I think it's just registration plate lights we need changing. Which, funny enough, is some I prepared earlier.
Yeah, mate. Big tools.
Definitely not a tool for the job, but it will work. Potentially. They're really old as well. People could be crying at home.
Yeah, mate.
Oh! That was it?
That was a clip.
No way. That actually works. See, don't judge me. I know what I'm doing. No,
He's done that before. Sounded like a clip.
Hey, look at that. Wow.
Beautiful.
Reg lights. That is proper GTI bruv spec now. LED reg lights.
Just browse right up,
So one by one and little thing by little thing, we are slowly getting this car ready to go back on the road. The next thing I was going to talk about was the fuel cap not opening. Because when you do this, it makes a noise, but doesn't actually open. And obviously when I take this car out on the road, it's going to need fuel, so we can't really go out without this working. Now, I have another Golf as my daily, and to fix that, you have to replace this, which is a fuel cap like actuator, which basically moves up and down and pushes the actual cap out. So I bought another one thinking that was the problem with this one. However, I've just gone to diagnose it off camera and realised that it's just snapped here. So the actual actuator does work. As you can see, it does work, it's just got nothing to clip on. Now, that's going to be absolutely fine. It just means that someone can siphon my fuel if they really want to, but most cars you can do that anyway, I swear. So, yeah, that's just how it's going to be now. So that's good for nothing. But on a positive note, I've now got a new centre vent because this one was broken when we got it. We stripped it out and yeah, it was just a bit of a mess. So I picked up this new one from eBay for £38. So let's get it fitted. So if you are watching this video up until this point, there's a high chance you're enjoying what you're seeing. So make sure you click that like button and also subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on any further content. So with the centre vent fitted, it is time to get the car outside and give it a much needed clean. So starting with the hanging engine bay, we're going to go straight in with the snow foam from Auto Finesse. With some Auto Finesse engine degreaser applied, we're going to go ahead and agitate it with a brush. With the engine bay clean, it's time to get the wheel arches clean. And to give it a clean, we're using some TFR, some traffic film remover, some snow foam, and then a few agitating brushes, just to clean it up as best we can. This thing was extremely muddy, but it's already starting to look pretty good. And for a quick clean, I'm pretty impressed. Now let's get it back in the unit. So the car is now in the unit and it actually looks really good, especially in this light. But yeah, I really like this paintwork. Apparently it's called laser blue, but I can't seem to find much online about that colour code, but apparently that's what it is. Anyway, we're not quite done for this video because I want to get the car jacked up in the air to take the wheels off, because these wheels are going to go in for a refurb. Now, I'm not going to tell you what colour I'm going for, but it's not the same colour as that. Let me know down below in the comments what colour you think I should go for, but I know the right colour that will work on this. But with the new alloy refurb, we've also got a full set of 651 Accelera tyres, semi-slick tyres from, of course, Tyre Streets UK. Remember, if you want to go ahead and get some for yourself, these are genuinely really good tyres, and I'm buzzing to have these on the GTI. I've got them on the E36. I've been around Donington, Silverstone, and just generally quite like fast road driving, and they are unreal. Like genuinely really, really good. And they're affordable as well, which is the best thing about them. But if you want to go ahead and get even more money off, if you use code BB5 and click the link in the description down below, you can get some off for a bit of discount as well. But yeah, they are going to go on the Golf, and that will be the last thing now to go on the car and actually make it road legal, because these current tyres are, well, there's wire in the tyres, so yeah, they're not good. But anyway, let's get the car up in the air, then we'll end off the video. Sweet, so just like that, everything is now all done. The car is, well, we've done decent progress in this. The bonnet now works, got a nice new grille, it's all clean. We've managed to do spark plug as well, which is really good. Everything's clean underneath here, the dash is back together. And obviously now it's so close to being able to go out on the road, and I'm looking forward to its first drive. It's going to be good. But if you did enjoy the video, make sure you leave a like, leave a comment, and also subscribe, and I shall catch you guys very, very soon.